Taylor Swift is going to the Super Bowl in her first year in the league. I mean, the talent, the skill, the power. Hey everyone, welcome back to Tea with Brie, where we girl goss with our favorite tea. And today we have an ugly mug and a lemon ginger. Lukewarm. I love it. And today on Tea with Brie, we're talking about Taylor Swift. We're talking about her going to the Super Bowl and how she's accomplished that with the help of her boyfriend, Travis Kelce. We're talking about on-field PDA. We're going into everything. But before we do that, a couple housekeeping items. One, just so you know, I always put timestamps in the description. So if you want to skip around to different parts, I've labeled everything so that it's super easy for you to skip around. Welcome. Second of all, where do I even begin with this one? On one of my last videos, someone commented this, and I'm not gonna call out the comment person, but this is what they wrote. Jesus Christ, I felt like I was in a relationship again watching this video. It was like a 1-minute story stretched to, what was it, 20 minutes? My God. I would just like to personally thank the writer of this comment. I would like to cheers them because I feel like I'm going to make this my entire personality and purpose here on planet Earth. Yeah, I do take a 1-minute story and stretch it into 20 minutes, sometimes 30 minutes, sometimes 40 minutes. If you really want to tempt and test me, I could make it an hour and a half. Like, that's the power that I have. That's my skill. That's what I was put on this earth here to do. So thank you, sir, because this was obviously a man, obviously. That's what I'm doing. So if you're interested in 1-minute stories being stretched into 30 minutes where we squee and squeal over the details of that story, you're in the right place. So anyway, shout out to this man. And with all the housekeeping out of the way, let's get right into it. So the game that we're dissecting today was the Chiefs game where they had the opportunity, if they won, to go play in the Super Bowl, which isn't coming this coming weekend, but the next weekend. And so it's the Chiefs versus the Ravens, and the Ravens have been in some fine ass form. So we were a little nervous. We were nervous because pre-playoffs, the Chiefs had not been playing that well. They've been on kind of shaky ground. So I personally was kind of like, you don't know how it's gonna go. And it's a playoff game. All the teams are so good at this point, you really never know how it's gonna go, how it's all gonna play out. And plus, it was an on-the-road game, always more difficult, but the Chiefs really pulled it out. Final score, 17-10. We love to see it. Not only that, but Travis Kelce, our boy, our bae, played like there was a fire lit beneath him. He was taunting those Ravens players like they had each individually, personally insulted his mother to his mother's face. Like they had siphoned all of the money out of his checking account just pre-game. Like they had taken a picture of Taylor Swift and urinated on it. That was how he was taunting them. And I was like, what kind of shit did these players say? What did they say to him to get him this fired up? But thank you either way, because we got a fantastic game out of it. I mean, to sum up the game, as someone who does watch football and grew up in a deeply Chicago-centric, obsessed sports family, I mean, he played phenomenally. I believe he either tied or, wait, no, let me check the notes. Yeah, he set the NFL record for postseason catches with 152, breaking Jerry Rice's record. If you don't know about Jerry Rice, baby girls, I mean, Jerry Rice is the Taylor Swift of the football world. I mean, one of the Taylor Swifts of the football world. So breaking any Jerry Rice record, I mean, I put down my mug and I have to applaud. I have to applaud. An outstanding career, especially for a tight end. He caught 11 passes and he scored the Chiefs' first touchdown. I mean, hats off to this man. I read in an interview that he wanted to win this AFC championship more than he's wanted to win any other in his life. And did it show. He wanted that shit. And you know what Travis Kelce wants, I think, are we sensing the trend? Travis Kelce tends to get. He won in outstanding fashion. And who was there to support him? Baby girl Taylor Swift. She was looking, I mean, I'll show it over here. The outfit, we must talk about the outfit. I'm not taking a 1-minute story and stretching it into 40 minutes and not mentioning the outfit. Of course I am. I wouldn't do that to you. So we're talking about the outfit. I love the outfit. Is it my favorite? No. Is it my least favorite? No. It kind of falls somewhere in the middle, but I love a high boot and I love a short skirt, and she's really taken double down, triple down, and then quadruple down on that particular look, and I'm not mad about it. She wore Gigi Hadid's sweater brand, which I thought was kind of fun and cute, and like, shout out to the girls, shout out to the friends. She also wore, speaking of hair, she wore curly hair and curly ass bangs. Very Reputation era. Now the Reputation clowns will say it's all rep coded. And honestly, I normally laugh at the clowns, but I would say this time I think they might be more in line, more right, because I have always said that I think Reputation is coming out sometime in February, or she's gonna announce it sometime in February. And so rep clowns, like, you have my eyes, you have my ears. Like, I do think you may be onto something this time. But either way, I really liked the hair. But what I liked more than the hair, more than the clothing, was the accessory game. Oh my God, the accessory game was a complete slay. She had on her Chiefs necklace, as shown here. And Taylor Swift Styled, you guys, on Instagram is the place to find everything that Taylor's wearing all the time. So Taylor Swift Styled on Instagram. She has a book coming out, cannot shout her out enough. She was wearing a little 87 ring, a little Travis Kelce ring. I mean, do we stand? She also had the piece de resistance, a diamond and gold TNT bracelet. Travis and Taylor, I mean, my heart was not prepared for such accessory growth in our girl. And it brings up feelings in me that I'm not really prepared to explore yet. So the look, I'm giving probably, I mean, with the accessories, 7.5 to maybe 8 out of 10. But then yeah, during the game, there was plenty going on as well. She brought Kara, she brought Kelly Teller. Kelly has been kind of one of her main BFF girls for a while now, but her and Kelly have been out and about, and Kelly seemed to have an amazing time, posted a lot about it. And she was obviously hanging with Brittany Mahomes, the usual crowd. It seems like she was in her particular suite with a lot of Travis's really good friends as well, which is very cute and heartwarming, and just like groups mixing, which is really sweet. It's just like, I feel like every time she just shows up and has a great time at the game, it is just another to all these absolute patriarchal assholes out there being like, Taylor Swift's ruining the NFL. Everyone's showing Taylor Swift everywhere. Taylor Swift's just ruining everything. The sexism, the double standard, the absolute lack of self-awareness of the people commenting this, the fact that we're still dealing with this shit in 2024 fills me with a fiery devil rage. I want to burn it all down and just start again. And the fact that, I mean, I'm sure Taylor's gone through that as well and just like come out the other side and been like, whatever, I'm going to the game and I'm having fun. But it really is like her showing up and just having a fun time and just ignoring what everybody is saying, which they are constantly talking, no one will shut the F up, is just a personal victory for her, for me, for women everywhere. It's just like, a woman can't even go to a freaking football game and watch her freaking boyfriend in 2024, the year of our Lord. So yay, feminism. Anyway, rant over. During the actual game, during Travis's touchdown, she had like an extremely shocked, she looked very shocked and extremely excited about Travis's touchdown. And there's like some cute footage of that'll show in some cute photos, but I just love a hype girlfriend. I love how hyped she gets at these games. And dude, I would be hyped to watch. Also from like sometime during the game or maybe pre-game, we have this really cute pic of like the whole Kelce family. It's like Mama Kelce, Papa Kelce, Jason, and Taylor. And I was like, look at her integrating is character growth. It's familial growth. It's growth of the human race overall. Also, I just have to drop this tweet in here that I saw from Jason during the game, because we all know, rewind, Jason during the Bills-Chiefs game, which was also a crazy game, was shirtless, chugging beers with the Bills fans as they were like violently booing him, you know, jumping out of suite windows. Just pretty unhinged stuff. And this week we just get a very reserved, like very quiet, kind of like in the background, in the shadows, fully clothed Jason, which I'm sure took a lot of restraint. And I'm sure Kelsey had a lot of things to say to him after last week. And I just thought this tweet was literally so funny. They don't let him bejeweled. They don't let him be bejeweled. Sorry, Jason. All right, so what you're all kind of here for, what we've all been geeking out about, is after the game. So even for us to get to this moment truly took so much work, because again, in the regular season of the Chiefs, like the Chiefs regular season, I did not anticipate them getting this far. I didn't think we would get this kind of like on-field boyfriend, girlfriend, PDA, even potential moment, because I was like, ooh, the Mahomes-Kelsey connection is kind of off. The Chiefs are playing, you know, pretty subpar on the road. It's like not looking great for us in the postseason. However, a bitch should have known better. A bitch should have known better. A championship team figures out a way to win, and those boys really pulled that shit off in the playoffs and have been playing their best football since, I don't know, game one. Like, the game ended, and in my mind, I was like, best case scenario, we get like some cute pics of her like greeting him after the locker room or something. It didn't even occur to me, for whatever reason, that she was like gonna go on the field, literally on the field, to like hug him and shit. I thought that was kind of like a just like post Super Bowl thing, you know, like post big one. And I don't think it occurred to our bitch either, because she was wearing a fierce and high stiletto. I don't think anyone thinks they're going to be on the field wearing this level of stiletto, like treading on grass, like wet grass. That's not, we don't wear that for grass, we wear a boot. So I don't think Taylor or I thought she would be on the field, but she handled it with grace. She stuck very close to Mama Kelsey, as you can see in this clip that I'll show. She's kind of like, we've got a dad, we've got a Jason, and then I guess some reporters like, well, are you gonna go over there? She's like, no, I'm gonna stick close to Donna. Donna, who's obviously done this like a bazillion times at this point. But then you get to the moment where they spot each other. And you can kind of see in the next clip that I'll show, like Travis kind of like pushing his way through the crowd to get to her, which is, it just, I feel things in my dead heart when I see it, and I hope you also do too. But I'll show it right here. Like, just pushing his way through these reporters, like, I gotta get to my girl, I gotta get to my family. I love it. And I'll show you first the kind of like longer, raw, unedited, it's only a minute and like 30 seconds footage of Taylor and Travis kind of like interacting, and then him saying hi to his mom and his dad like briefly, and like just so you can kind of form your own opinions, and then we're going to dissect it. We're going to play by play it. You know what those dudes do in the desk after the football games, and they just like endlessly rehash like every play and every like dumb thing that happened? That's what we're going to do with this clip. We are going to break it down. We are going to rehash what was said, because baby girls and baby boys, we are seeing amounts of PDA that is just absolutely unprecedented for our girl Taylor Swift. Just I mean, our girl looks to be the most enraptured we've ever seen her. And it's just like, once you watch this video, I think you too will be curious as to exactly what was said. So let's watch the full thing and then we'll dissect.
I've never seen anything like that in my life.
Papa! What's up, big guy? Here we go. Come on, huh? Las Vegas! Here we go, baby! What we got left?
We were all there, over there, all the way up there, over there. It was the best view ever. It was insane. I can't.
This is cool. He's here, huh? He didn't have a pass, so he just kind of walked down without a pass. Huh?
I mean, are we winning in 2024 or are we winning? It's like, I cannot even fathom if they win the Super Bowl, like the amount that I need that moment to happen on the field is just like, I deserve it. I haven't worked for it or earned it, but I do deserve it, right? And before we kind of dissect like what you just saw in that video, I do feel like I also just want to play this one really quick because you just hear, which I don't think you heard very well in that other video, that he says like, where he's just like, hey, sweetie. And you need to hear that. You deserve that. You deserve to hear that. So listen.
What's up, sweetie? What's up, sweetie?
Now, obviously, we're getting a lot of different things in this video. We're getting forehead kisses. We're getting actual kisses multiple times. We're getting two people staring at each other like truly no one else exists in this universe. We're getting lots of sweet things being said. He's asking her, like, where did y'all sit? She's like pointing up there, saying sarcastically, we had great seats because their seats were obviously terrible and trash. But the most important part of the video that I really need to rehash with you and just like check my own delusion is like, I'm pretty sure we're getting I love yous exchanged on video. And I'm pretty sure we're getting I love yous on main this early in 2024. What? I ask again, what? Also, it's like, I want to be corrected. This is what I'm hearing. This is what I'm seeing other people on social media discuss. But if you have better evidence, if you have better knowledge of the situation, if you have better audio of the situation, please drop it. Please correct us. Please tell us what is happening in this clip. But basically, from what I can hear and kind of see, there's this clip where like they're hugging and he's like, I love you. It sounds like he's saying, I love you so much, where the love part is a little bit muffled. I love you so much, it's not even funny. And then it sounds like Taylor, she kind of like puts his hand over, like covering up kind of like his ear, like to just like whisper it into his ear. It sounds like she's saying like, I've never been so proud of you, ever. So that's my read on this exchange. But I'll show you the video and you guys can listen and tell me what you think of this better audio quality.
I'm going to enjoy with you guys. So much fun. Here we go, guys. Give me a pat. Thank you.
Like, are they saying I love you? Like, have I gone the way of the reputation clowns? Do I need to be corrected? Please let me know. But also at the same time, like, I don't think Like, she just seems like she's down truly so bad for this man that it wouldn't surprise me one bit that they've said I love you to each other. It seems almost crazy if they wouldn't have, after everything that's happened, after that Eras Tour kiss in Argentina, after her performing basically a private concert for him. I mean, after all the flying back and forth and supporting each other, it's like, they really haven't said I love you yet. It's like, bitch, get real. But to hear it is another thing. Also, just like the contrast. I mean, Joe Alwyn, who? I want to keep my relationship private. Where? It doesn't seem like that is at all what she really wanted. I think someone else really wanted that, and she really wanted that person. And so she either mistook the fact that she didn't want to show PDA for a bit and mistook that for her own wants and her own boundaries in a relationship. I don't know what happened in the previous Alwyn situation, but I just feel like this feels like a more true expression of herself, and go girl. And continuing on the PDA train, we also get this really cute clip of Travis saying that he appreciates her always coming. Like, he doesn't take it for granted. He knows that she's so busy, that she has tour coming up, she's performing at the Grammys on Sunday. Like, a bitch has a lot going on. And the fact that he acknowledges that even after he just won a championship game, like, I salute you. I stan you. There's also a really sweet moment of PDA, I mean, public display of affection, it's true, between Travis and Jason after the game on the field. And they're brothers, obviously, like, they both play the same sport. There's obviously a lot of competition, but obviously so much love between them. And it seems like from the audio that they're both kind of like getting very choked up at Jason, like, saying congratulations and saying you got to finish it, you know, you got to go all the way, meaning like you got to win the Super Bowl. And it's just like very emotional and very sweet. And I just feel like they're really, really close best friends, and it makes me want to cry, and I'm just going to show the video now, so.
I know it wasn't easy. I know it's a hard year. And you guys fucking play true.
Take it up and fucking down. One more fucking game.
Finish this motherfucker.
How about it, huh, baby?
How about it? Fuck yeah, dog. God damn, I love you. Love you. We'll see how it goes. Let's do it. I love you. Oh, man, I would like to.
Adorbs. Also at this like post-game celebration, we get a really cool shot of Andy Reid like pointing at Taylor and Donna, and Taylor pointing back. It's just like, because I guess Andy, I didn't realize this, but Andy Reid, through kind of like Taylor's dad and Philadelphia connections, met Taylor before Travis ever met Taylor. So I guess it's like a point of jokes and contention between Andy and Travis. But yeah, so they're homies, they're friends, which I think is really sweet. I also thought it was hilarious how Travis is like up at this, like on the field at the like award ceremony thing, and he's like giving this speech, and he's like, you gotta fight for your right to party.
Fight for your right to party! Believe it, baby, we're going to Las Vegas, Nevada, to go get us another one.
And just like broing out. I mean, the bro energy, the brodometer is just off the charts. And you think Taylor, who's written, you know, some of the most prolific, I believe, poetry of our generation and lyrics of our generation, would be maybe cringing at this display of just misuse and malignment of the English language. But what is she doing? No, she's standing in the crowd, just absolutely fist pumping in agreement at this bro splay of language. That's how I know she's in love. That's how I know she's down bad. That's how I know. Okay, so I have to include this section. This was some of my favorite post-game tweets and takes. This shit is hilarious. The Chiefs making Taylor and Travis Instagram official and Twitter official, I thought was quite special and magical. I mean, they are now one of the iconic couples of the Chiefs. I also thought the Chiefs saying that they were in their Super Bowl era. I mean, they are playing into this. They're making buku amounts of money from Taylor. So like the least they could do is like show a little respect to the queen, you know? Also, the High School Musical, like, articles and comparisons had me just in a headlock. I mean, it's so Gabriella and Troy coded. You can't tell me that it's not. I mean, it is so Gabriella and Troy coded. And then this one, actually about her needing to like sprint back from Tokyo to get to the Super Bowl, which, speaking of, I do believe she could get to, not just based on this tweet, based on my own research, but based on this tweet also. Like, she is on the right side of the date line, like, she'll have to hustle a bit, but why does baby girl have a private jet if not to see her boyfriend? I'm not condoning private jet use. However, if one has a private jet and you're going to emit X number of CO2 emissions into the air, it may as well be for something I enjoy and take pleasure in, which is your relationship. So that's that on that. Also, if she made it to the Super Bowl, that would be the 13th game that she's attended this season. The Tay voodoo is, it's so strong. It's insane, the Tay voodoo, the power. So yeah, that's our weekly Tay, Travis, Tavis. Not loving the name Tavis. Tavis sounds like a really weird kid in your school who like ate pencils and shit. So I need a better nickname for them. I don't have one personally, but I'll get on that. But that's all the updates we have. I think they are in love with each other. I'll confidently say that. And she's performing again, like I said, at the Grammys soon. The Eras Tour is starting back up. The Super Bowl's coming up. We have so much to look forward to. Taylor Travis Nation. That's all I got. See you next week.